links for you to be able to share them if you'd like to on your and stuff. It will be 3 minutes until go time. If you need to run and get anything, feel free. 3 minutes until.
Sweet. I got my water and I got my wine. So
you got your water and your wine? I don't.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. You can turn water into wine, vice versa. It's all good.
I tell you what, look, I know people are going to see this and it's going to come back up. Next time it's going to be wine. You're like, what?
You're one step ahead of me. You got me. It's all right. Next time I will have my water and my wine. You got the right one. Anna, what's happening? Good to see you pop in. You will absolutely be experiencing fire. Okay, fire. 3 minutes until showtime. If you need to warm up at all, man, feel free to knock yourself out. But yeah, we're just gonna open you up like a rock star, and then we'll just kind of talk through.
Hey, can you hear this fan or?
No, actually, no, I can't hear it at all.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure there wasn't like a buzz going on because of it.
Good. Thank you, Anna. Yeah,
nice.
I'm good on that.
Thank you, Anna. Anna. Let's say that. Anna or Anna?
Anna. Make Anna. Clark.
Sweet pea, apple of my eye. Don't know when and I don't know why, but stands the only reason I keep on coming home.
Nice. Sounds good, man. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Sweet pea, what's this all about? Don't get your way, all you do is fuss and pout. You're the only reason that I keep on coming home.
Hey, Scott, how you doing? What's up?
Like the rock that Gibraltar, always seem to falter, and the words just get in the way. I know I'm gonna crumble, gotta stay humble. Oh, stay on.
1 minute, 60 seconds.
Who we got on here? I can't see it.
What'd you say?
I said, who we got on here? I can't see it.
Right here we have Anna, Melissa, Scott. Cynthia's also here. So feel free, folks, as you all trickle into the actual Q&A, make sure you all feel free to throw in any comments, questions you have in there, because we can see you here. Everyone that's tuning in anywhere else, we won't be able to see your stuff until later. Hence why we were talking about making sure you go to mindsetandmusic.com. Slobby, what's going on? So officially it is 7 p.m. We are starting on time all the time, even when it rains. But as I typically tell you all, I hope the sun is shining wherever you are. If it's not shining on the outside, I hope that it's shining on the inside. I am your host, the guy with the most, I like to think, mindset guru and award-winning speaker, Stan Pearson II, hosting Mindset and Music with, I like to think, we're long-lost friends and certainly compadres, award-winning singer-songwriter Mitch Clark out of Nashville, Tennessee right now. Is that correct, Nashville, Tennessee, Mitch?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. It's good to see you.
Man, great, man. So how are you feeling? How are you doing?
I'm feeling good. I'm figuring out life as we know it now. So
yeah.
Yeah, one day at a time. It's like, I think this too shall pass. So it's just one of those things. But yeah, crazy times we're living in. So
if you wouldn't mind me asking, like, what's the biggest struggle you think you've had during all this pandemic talk and discussion? What's kind of been the biggest struggle?
Biggest struggle. I don't know. I guess maybe just trying to figure out. I feel like things are gonna change business wise. I think things are gonna change a bit, and so figuring out just innovative ways to, like what you're doing here, on different ways to connect and reach out to those out there and do what you do your business. But yeah, I feel like that's been the biggest struggle, is just kind of sitting and thinking about that while not having a job to go to. So kind of feeling like, what do I do? What do I work on? Usually I'm going to work right now. So
Gotcha, man. So
I don't know, but yeah, not too bad though. Otherwise.
Cool, man. Thank you for sharing that. I'll probably ask you some questions here and there as we kind
Yeah,
of move.
of course.
But one thing I do know is that music does more than kind of heal the soul sometimes. So thank you very much for lending your talent, your heart, and soul with us here today. And, can you tell us what you might be playing first for us right now?
What was that? Sorry, there's a helicopter going over.
Oh, no problem. I thought it was me. I was like, is that a... Can you tell us what you're going to be playing first for us?
Yeah. So I'm gonna start out with this fun little song that I actually wrote walking around my apartment in my underwear, a little bit drunk. So that's where this one came from. But this song's called "Sweet Tooth," and yeah, it's just like I got a sweet tooth and you're all those sweet things. And so like I'm not saving a bite. I'm craving every bit of it. Yeah.
I like it. Can't wait. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sweet Tooth by Mitch Clark. Enjoy.
It's been a hell of a morning. There's more hours in a day. Sometimes the sunset's better than the sunrise. Anyway, I'm in need of a pick-me-up, but that isn't caffeine. You know that I know that you're all that I need. You'll be my sugar. You'll be my sweet thing. I said you are the candy. Yeah, I got a sweet tooth, baby. Yeah, you are the reasons for all of these cravings. It's not a piece that I'm saving. I want all of you, baby. I said you must be tired, 'cause you've been running around in my mind tonight. The sun wine, we can lay all our cards down. We can get into whatever. That don't matter to me, no. You know and I know that you're all that I need. Yeah. You'll be my sugar. You'll be my sweet thing. You said you are the candy. And I got a sweet tooth, baby. Yeah, you are the reasons for all of these cravings. It's not a piece that I'm saving. I want all of you, baby. All of you, baby. I love the tasty love on the tip of my tongue, like cotton candy bubblegum. I wanna give you everything you give to me. 'Cause you know that I'll be your sugar. Said I'll be your sweet thing. Yeah, I'll be the candy. If you got a sweet tooth, baby, you'll be my sugar. You'll be my sweet thing. I said you are the candy. Yeah, I got a sweet tooth, baby. Yeah, you are the reasons for all of these cravings. There's not a piece that I'm saving. I want all of you, baby. Uh-oh. Said you were the sugar. Yeah, you were my sweet thing. Yeah, you are the candy. And I got a sweet tooth. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mitch Clark. I know wherever you are, you're clapping right now. I got IG. Dude.
Thanks, man.
Yo, amazing, man. That is amazing. Dope.
Thank you
Real
so
quick,
much.
For those of y'all who just hopped in on IG Live, make sure you go to mindsetandmusic.com. Go to mindsetandmusic.com so you can jump into the Q&A VIP room. This is the VIP room. So you can jump to the VIP room with us right now. That'd be dope. Again, go to mindsetandmusic.com so you can come and be in the VIP room with us and the Q&A section. So, man, that's a pretty good song, dude.
Thanks, man.
Now, could we find that song somewhere? Is that an iTunes track? Like, it's unreleased?
Not yet, yeah. So unfortunately, I don't have anything released right now at the moment, but I am definitely drawing out the plans on trying to figure out what I'm doing with that and what songs to do. So yeah, y'all give me some feedback. Let me know on which ones you like. You're like, oh, I got to hear that one, or whatever it is. I'd love to know.
IG, that's mindsetandmusic.com. Again, if you're watching this in some random place, mindsetandmusic.com, so you can come in here and join us in the VIP section, VIP room. You all let us know also. Obviously, there's one thumbs up there. Let us know how you felt about that. Great to have you here. Anna, Bobby, Cynthia, Melissa, Scott, Terrence. Thank you all for popping in. I know on Instagram listening, we had Michelle just a minute ago who's probably going to be interested in coming in here in a little bit, as well as Slobby, Headache, Ryan, and some other folks, Phil as well, watching on Instagram, and whoever else might be out there. So I think some folks, I think this might travel like wildfire. You have people think about Sweet Teeth. I'm digging it. I dig it. All right, cool, man. So number 2, you know, what else are you gonna bring to us? What might you play for us this time, if you wouldn't mind?
Yeah, so this is I think I'm gonna do one called Chance. And I actually, I wrote this with a guy named Brian Sutherland, and he recently actually cut a version of this song and released it. So it's on, you can actually hear this song, just not my version, on Spotify. Right now, it's Brian Sutherland, and it's Brian. Okay. And I think he titles it, Get the Chance To. But yeah, I've always called it Chance. But this is a song about just somebody kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Somebody kind of blowing you off before you really get a chance to like show them who you are and like the things that you would do for them, and like really show them how you can love them. And you're like, just give me, if I got the chance to, like, this is what I do. So yeah. You said I'm not the kind to keep your interest, but as you walked away in that dress, you said you can't keep up with me. Oh, just give me one more minute and I'm sure that you'll think twice before walking out that door. Oh, giving up on me. If I get the chance to see the world with you by my side, stay up and wait on your girls nights, dance in the kitchen on a Sunday afternoon. I wanna always be the one to walk you home, be the only shoulder that you lean on. I wanna be the last man standing next to you, baby, if I get the chance to. Oh, you told me you're the worst kind of girl in the room, but there's nobody who stacks up next to you. So listen, baby, because you might just be perfectly perfect for me. But if I get the chance to see the world with you by my side, stay up and wait on your girls' nights, then sit in the kitchen on a Sunday afternoon. I wanna always be the one to walk you home, be the only shoulder that you lean on. I wanna be the last man standing next to you, baby, if I get the chance to. songs, kiss you goodnight, let you have the last word and the last bite. Show you more loving than you'd ever known. If I get the chance to see the world with you by my side, stay up and wait on your girls night, dance in the kitchen on a Sunday afternoon. I wanna always be the one to walk you home, be the only shoulder that you lean on. I wanna be the last man standing next to you. Said I wanna be the one that gets to say I do. Baby, if I get that chance to. If I get to, yeah. Cool. That one's called Chance.
Brian Sutherland, he's good people, but I'm gonna go with your version. I'm just gonna your version. Yo, that's dope. Cool. So how'd you guys write that, or what made that one, come to pass?
Oh man. It's bad. I don't really remember. I don't really remember how we came up with that one. I remember where we wrote it. I remember that was the first co-write that I ever had with Brian. So a pretty cool song to come out of that. But yeah, I don't remember what sparked that idea. I think I might have had a couple lines in there. I think honestly somebody had said to me that they were like the worst kind of girl or whatever, like the worst girl, like all this stuff, which was like where that second verse was like, you told me that you're the worst kind of girl in the room, but there's nobody. No. That kind of came from that, I think. Other than that, I can't really remember. I think I had written, actually, yes, it just hit me. Cool. I had written down on my phone a list of things of like, I think I had written like, if I got to, like if you let me or something like that. And it was like a list of like all these things that I wanted to like experience with somebody, like even down to like the silly fights over nothing, like all that stuff. So
oh man,
we found it. We came around and found it.
Yo, I dig it big time. Now, I don't know if you're a big advice giver, right? But I always find that, good songwriters, especially good musicians, have a lot of insight. A lot of thinking and a lot of reflecting. Obviously, lyrics do that. But just general, I guess thoughts right now. Like, what advice would you give people, right now that, might be experiencing some dark times? Like, because everyone kind of is in their own way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like it can be anything, everything. But what advice would you give someone that's trying to, get over the hump, so to speak?
Yeah, prayer. Pray and stay home. but yeah, pray. I mean, right now we don't really know the way, but He is the way, and so I feel like you got a relationship with the Lord, and you do know the way. So you know Him, you know the way. So yeah, I mean, hang in there. It's a crazy time, but it's crazy for everybody right now. We're all trying to figure it out, and we're in this together. So a smile goes a long way with people right now. As much as you're trying to stay away from people, you see people, just don't turn your head and frown at them, or try to make it obvious you're keeping your distance from them. Still give them a smile and a nod. It goes a long ways right now. So because you never know what the other person might be even further in the dumps than you might be feeling or something. So a little smile and nod might pick you both up. So
yeah, man, that's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Really quick, for those of y'all popping in on IG, make sure you go to mindsetandmusic.com so you can pop in the live Q&A with us again. Go to mindsetandmusic.com so you can pop in here and be able to see Mitch live, not just me. Just go to mindsetandmusic.com. Do you feel like, Mitch, do you think that there's, I guess, some kind of peace that's associated with knowing that there are other people that are going through this too? you know, sometimes it's, you know, you feel like you're on an island, you know, well,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the only one who's weird. I'm the only one, but this is something that everyone is kind of experiencing. Do you think that I don't know if, again, peace, for lack of a better word, or some semblance of sanity in the midst of the insanity, that everyone is going through this?
Sure. I mean, I think there is some I think there is some comfort in just kind of like, I don't know. I guess like you, exactly like you said, you know, it's it always makes you feel better when you're not the only one, type of thing. But sometimes it doesn't though. So
Yeah.
but I think there is, what I'm trying to say. I think there is a piece in knowing that everybody's going through this together. And like I said, we're all in this together. We're all trying to figure out life as we know it right now. Um, and like I think it's been cool. Like, as much as it's turned to a digital world now, even, or virtual world even more now. I think things like this, and like the fact that like people are putting their lives on, you know, putting their life out there on the internet for people to see, and being like, hey, like, here I am stuck at home too, like, people can still, and the fact that like there's all these things where you can still communicate. It's been kind of funny to me that like I feel like it's almost brought people together by keeping people apart, in a sense. Like, putting people further apart from each other is like brought them closer together in a way, which is kind of crazy and weird. But I don't know. I think there's like plenty of things that people can log into, or like tune into and watch and listen, and I don't know, reach out, say something. Especially if you're feeling like you're by yourself, you're definitely not. Say something. Shoot, reach out to me. I'll chat with you.
Heck yeah, that's good to know, to get that invite from folks. And IG,
Yeah.
you go to mindsetmusic.com and make sure you put in your name and email address so you can come here into the VIP Q&A chat with us. Again, go to mindsetmusic.com, mindsetandmusic.com. Go there right now, so you can just name an email address, so you can get the link to be able to come in here with us into this room with Mitch and I and some other folks, and have some Q&A in a little bit. It's interesting you say that, you know, the technology bringing us closer. I remember years ago, I won't tell my age, but, you know, I think decades ago, my dad, like, you know, would say, you know, son, you know, someday, you know, we're going to be able to call each other and see each other on the phone. Just wait.
Right.
I was like, see each other? No way. You know, fast forward a couple decades, it's like we can see each other.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then looking forward, you know, to that interaction is yeah, it's surreal. And then folks, you know, the folks that I found that were what's the word I'm looking for, that uh again, they wanted to be a little bit resistant to technology. Like, no, I don't have social media. I don't do those kind of things. I'm off of this. Like, it literally forced their hand, like, oh no, you're gonna do this.
Right. Absolutely.
Or you can go crazy. That's fine too if you want.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It is really wild. I remember just recently seeing I don't know, I can't remember what movie it was, but in some movie seeing the phone ring, and the lady pick up the phone off the wall and walk across the kitchen with the cord following behind her, lifting it over stuff. And I'm like, man, I remember that. That's crazy.
And it's great. I'm glad you remember that too, because I definitely.
Yeah. Or like you got caller ID. Oh, you knew who was calling? That was something else.
Right. *69, *67. All, like the young kids, they have no idea what it meant to block someone's call them right back, like, aha, I got you.
That's right.
It's a whole new world. All right, folks. Remember, again, if you're on IG, make sure you go to mindsetmusic.com. Come in here and spend some time with Mitch and I as we knock out these last couple songs or what have you for the evening from Mindset Music. Again, go to mindsetmusic.com so you can come in here, have some Q&A. For those of us who are in here, feel free to ask any questions in the comments. I know you guys are here. I want you all to know that we see you, that we're glad you're here with us. Feel free to spread the word and welcome folks into here as well. But if you're in here, you have any questions for Mitch, please fire them off. Heck, you might want to know who his favorite artist is, or what his favorite kind of music is, his favorite genre. I don't know what you might want to know, or his favorite song. So feel free to put those questions in the comments as well. It'll be really cool. As well. Flies on the wall. You know, you're part of the the Mindset Music family. So feel free to put some comments. All right, cool. So, Mitch, what do you have up next for us on the menu? What you got?
I'm gonna do a cover song, I think. Here, and this is one you might not know, but it's a song that I wish I wrote by a guy named David Ramirez, and it's called "Harder to Lie," and it's it's about just kind of being, I don't know, I guess being kind of like a player kind of guy, and then meeting somebody that you're like, man, it's getting hard to lie to you because I'm like, you're the one. I can't do that. I don't want to play this game anymore. Like, I said things in the beginning to like try to get you to like me, but now it's getting harder and harder to lie to you because I really want you to know the truth and everything, and like love me back. So I think this is a really cool song, but it's called "Harder to Lie."
Harder to Lie.
First impression is what I've always been best at. You never questioned me and my intentions. I could be your best friend the minute you shake my hand. When it comes to women, this could be deadly. When it comes to loving me, you best be ready, 'cause this will get heavy when you learn just what I am. I fed you fables and fooled you with the words from my tongue, tried to make you think I've been a better man than I was. But if you're asking me now, I'll tell you the truth. It's getting harder and harder to lie to you. How did you get here? Did you seek me out? Oh, were you an answered prayer for me to shut my mouth so I would learn how to open up my heart? 'Cause I never stuttered and I never thought twice. Never folded or shook the moment, always felt right to do what I like and just live in the dark. I fed you fables and fooled you with the words from my tongue, trying to make you think I am a better man than I was. If you're asking me now, you the truth. It's getting harder and harder to lie to you. I've fed you fables and fooled you with words from my tongue, trying to make you think I am a better man than I was. If you're asking me now, I'll tell you the truth. It's getting harder and harder. It's getting harder and harder. I said it's getting harder and harder to lie to you. Yeah.
Woo.
Such a cool song.
Yo, that song is fire.
Right?
David Ramirez?
David Ramirez.
Wow. Yeah, he was in some pain when he wrote that. That was,
right?
You messed up and tried to get it back. Man,
Yeah.
Have you found yourself in one of those situations? If I might ask something like that, it's kind of personal, but have you found yourself in a situation like that before? Where you found someone you're like, whew.
I think absolutely. I think for sure. Yeah, I have.
Dope, man, dope. Again, if you're on IG,
not here most recently, because I kind of learned that was not the way. that was not the way. It did not. Those things did not work out. So found out it's best just to lay it out there.
You know, it's interesting. You know, some folks, I don't want to say, let's say, fall in love with cat and mouse, so to speak. You know?
Oh yeah, the chase for sure.
Yeah, and there's something about, again, like just being able to lay it all out there, and then there can be the chase within, you know, the relationship and having fun and getting to know each other. But it's not laying it out there is a mistake.
Yeah, I just I'm in a somewhat new relationship, but she's absolutely fantastic.
Congratulations.
And yeah, when I met her, and I'm like, Coach, take me out of the game. Hang my jersey up. Hang it up. You got a hanger? I want to take this thing off and take me out.
It's funny, you know, growing up, my mom always had these sayings that I picked up growing up, and my mom says, a hard head makes for a soft behind. Like she said those kind of things, like, and essentially the same mistakes, like you'll learn, right? And with my wife and I, you know, I don't even, it wasn't even necessarily cat and mouse, a little bit, but again, just not putting it all out there. And it turned out, you know, years of like pain that maybe didn't have to be there. We lost touch. And then when I saw her again, I'm like, nope, here's everything.
Yeah.
This and it was like, why didn't you say something years ago? I'm like, why didn't you say something? Anyway, but to your point, you know, laying it all out there, it's kind of like, again, in life and business, even relationships, like to fail fast, be willing to fail fast. Like, hey, this is me. This is what I want. This is who I am. And you dig it, you don't, or, you know, you grow.
Absolutely.
So really quick, if you're on IG Live, make sure you go to mindsetmusic.com, mindsetmusic.com. So
What was that?
I feel like you got something ready. I feel like you
got I was trying to get this thing in a different tuning here.
Oh, no, please, no, get it in tune while I talk to the folks. I'm perfectly okay with that. Hey, what's happening? As Mitch gets in tune and sips his wine, I'm jealous. I'm gonna have someone when we go backstage after the show. When we go back to the green room, I'm gonna have my own wine. We'll virtually do this. But again, on IG Live, if you are here, make sure you go to mindsetmusic.com. Again, go to mindsetmusic.com and then name the email address so you can get a live seat to be able to spend some time in here with to Mitch and I. All right, Mitch, cool. What do you have? You know, what's
Yeah. So this one is this the last one? We're doing more after this one.
You let me know. Are you open to two more?
Okay. Either way, it's fine. I was just checking. So I was gonna let you know. I'm working on a thing right now, actually, to do live. I'm not sure what the platform is gonna be, or whether I'll do like both. Kind of what you're doing here, where it's kind of multi-platform. Which really cool what you're doing. I appreciate you having me, by the way. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. I am putting together this thing called Fly on the Wall songwriter series, or like songwriting series. And I'm gonna have buddies of mine, like some people I know, some songwriters here in Nashville. I know I've had people a lot of times ask the question on like, how do you go about writing a song? Like, what does the music come first, or the lyrics come to you, or like a melody, or like how does that work? And so just kind of showing people, I guess, kind of an in-depth or an insider look on what co-writing is here in Nashville. A little bit different version because obviously we're going to be doing it virtually, and which is definitely different than being in the same room. But they're everywhere right now. And but what we're going to do, it's going to be kind of fun. We're going to allow the people to pick the topic, and then people can chime in with ideas, and so over like the 30 minutes to an hour that we're live, we'll have that time to write a song about, or like just a fun little funny song jingle kind of thing on the topic that the people decide. So it'd be kind of a fun little thing. But yeah, I'm gonna do it a couple times a week, and have different people from around town here on there, probably maybe some from back in North Carolina and all over, just where I know people. So
that'd be dope.
So but keep, yeah, if you guys follow along, and you'll catch when that stuff's happening.
That's dope. Absolutely. And make sure you're not already following Mitch Clark on Instagram. It's I am Mitch Clark. Okay, it's at I am Mitch Clark. So make sure you do that on all.
Thanks.
No problem at all. Thank you. Love that.
Yeah. So this song here, I wrote with a girl, Taylor Wilkinson, sorry. And I came in there, and it's kind of a song about attraction. Attraction's kind of a weird thing, and like we're all attracted to beautiful things. Beauty is different, obviously, in the eye of the beholder. It's really different for everyone. But I think there's also, like, when we're truly attracted to somebody, there's something beyond that, like, first initial, like, sighting of them, but we don't really know what it is, and at first maybe, and so it's just like they've just got that something about them, and but you don't know what it is, just something. So this song is called That Something. I hope you like. I was staring from the second I saw you, hair back, laughing with your friends. Your eyes had me wishing I could call you. I haven't even met you yet. Hey girl, is it the way you're smiling and dancing in that sundress? Hey girl, I can't figure it out, but there's something more to this. Something more to this. You got that something I want it. I wanna lean in for a kiss, and you got that something. Gotta know somebody or you ain't getting there. You got that something. You don't know it. Maybe that's just what it is. And you got that something. That something. Baby, I want it. I made a move cause I can't have you leaving. Took my hand, now I can't let it go. Call me crazy, but I can't help but feel. They say you know, hey girl, the way you're smiling at me, dancing in a sundress. Hey girl, I can't figure it out, but there's something more to this. Something more to this. You got that something I want it. I wanna lean in for a kiss. And you got that something. Gotta know somebody or you ain't getting there. You got that something. You don't know it. Maybe that's just what it is. And you got that something. That something. Baby, I want that blue-eyed smile to take me home. You look that says I'll never be alone. Need to go right now, but I think I gotta stay. Oh, you got that something I wanna lean in for a kiss, and you got that something that gotta know somebody you ain't getting there. You got that something, don't know it, maybe that's just what it is. You got that something, that something. You got that something, I want it. I wanna lean in for a kiss. You got that something, gotta know somebody or you ain't getting in there. You got that something, don't know it. Maybe that's just what it is. And you got that something, baby, I want it.
Yo. Nice. Yeah. Yo, drink to them. Okay, that's 4. I'm back. I'm down 5 sips. I've been counting them. Down 5 sips. I'll catch you.
Do what? Oh, yeah.
Super cool, man. Super cool, man. Appreciate you so much. Did you say you had one more in you by chance?
Sure.
You have one? Your choice. Whatever. I don't know if you have a go-to that you really enjoy. And then, yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah, that's an idea. You go to. Hey, are you enjoying watching this? Go to mindsetmusic.com. Thank you all for watching this right now. If you're on Instagram, you go to mindsetandmusic.com. Let's go. Not really a question, but more the country genre these days. His brother. We always gave each other a hard time about it. When we were,
what did he say?
Glad that you appreciate the country music genre. You know,
oh yeah.
We had a hard time about it. Thanks for having him on. Oh man, thank you very much. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Nate, as well as hey Beverly. How you doing? Great to see you. Hey, great to see you, Beverly. Thanks for popping in. Truly appreciate you for being here. Thank you.
Is that Beverly from Del Mar?
Yeah, from Del Mar.
Hey, what's up?
Super cool. Thank you all for being here big time. So the last, I'll probably have a question for you after this one, but
cool.
What do you have for us to close us out on this?
Yeah, man.
Music?
You know, this was a song that I wrote. Speaking of country, I know most of what I'm doing now is kind of pretty modern country-esque out here now. As far as what I've been doing since I moved here, but one of the first songs I wrote when I came to town was with a buddy of mine, Spencer Crandall, and it was basically about having this like beautiful sunny day, like everything going good, and then all of a sudden a storm just comes out of nowhere, and instead of letting it ruin your time, you sort of just embrace the rain and party in the rain type of thing, like, and just enjoy that. So it's called "What's a Little Rain." But this is definitely a country one for sure. But I feel like it kind of fits.
All right.
What's going on right now? At least that message of "What's a Little Rain." You know?
Heck yeah, cool. What's a Little Rain?
See if I can remember the words of this. We met at a pool party, you had on with somebody, sipping out a blue solo cup. Girl, we talked for hours till the drizzle turned to showers, and we headed out of my truck. But the man said stay inside, but we still went for a drive. We let those tires slip and slide. We were in my night, you like blues falling down. I said, maybe the weather just brought us together even better than a sunny day. But the nature sure was going to shade. But baby, what's a little rain? Yeah. Your hair was dripping so wet, shirt stuck to your chest, parked out when no one would go. Listening to Luke B. Rain is a good thing, preaching through my open doors. Ain't stopping till sunrise. So we ran around one more time. We let those tires slip and slide. Didn't mind that you have blues now falling down. I said maybe the weather just brought us together even better than a sunny day. Oh, Mother Nature sure was throwing some shade. Oh, baby, what's a little rain? Oh, what's a little rain? Got some singers with me. Rain, rain, don't go away. Just do your thing. Rain, rain, don't go away. Just do your thing. Rain, rain, don't go away. Just do your thing. Rain, you don't have to go away. Just do your thing. We let those tires slip and slide all over the town. Didn't mind that July blue sky falling down. And now maybe the weather just brought us together even better than a sunny day. Mother Nature sure was throwing some shade now. Mother Nature sure was throwing some shade, but baby, what's a little rain? What's a little rain? Yeah. Rain, rain, don't go away. Just do your thing. Rain, rain, don't go away. Just do your thing. Rain, rain, don't go away. Just do your thing. Rain, rain, don't go away. Just do your thing. Thanks, man.
And just so we're clear, I've been there for a live in-person standing ovation for the person you're watching. I've seen them. I've seen them.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Man, anytime. And I would remind us again the origin of that song, man.
Yeah, so really we were just talking about like having just everything going so well, like having this perfect day. Kind of was specifically like written about like having a certain like perfect day with somebody, and then all of a sudden this big storm coming in, like and just ruining that sunny, bright, beautiful day that you had with somebody. But instead of letting that get you down and kind of bringing your day to a close, bringing the fun to a close, you just embraced the rain and had fun in the rain. So, but I think on a bigger picture, it's like kind of where we're at right now, where like, everything might have been going well and grand, and maybe not, but probably better than like what all is happening right now. And this is a storm that's coming in unexpectedly. We can either let it wash all our hair down into our face and be down in the dumps about it, or we can embrace the rain and dance in it. So, and try to find our way to the other side of that cloud.
Yeah, man. For a long time, I had my feelings about weather or rain, if you will. And I met this guy. I would consider him kind of a mentor at the time. I was speaking at this leadership conference. When I tell you, it was a downpour. I mean, like torrential downpour, raining sideways, and buses pulling up. I mean, with students to go into. I mean, there could not have been more rain, and somehow trying to duck and dodge out of it. It's number one. It's silly when it's raining. You're trying to like you can dodge.
Right.
That's what I was doing.
Do you believe the whole like you get more wet by raining or by running than walking?
Got to be. You have to. I don't know, but it feels that way. Like
right. See, I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
Or is there like a certain speed that you have to walk like it's drier than others? I don't know. All right, sorry, I'm interrupting your story.
It's like when they say you're cold, you're not supposed to shiver. You're supposed to stand. It's kind of one of those things where you're not quite sure what the
right.
I'm still figuring that out. But this dude, this guy, much older than myself. He was he was soaked, and he was like, "Rain, nothing but liquid sunshine."
I like it.
As ever, man. And while rain isn't always convenient, when he said that, it struck me and has stuck with me for years. He's like, "This is just liquid sunshine." And I'm like, wow. Again, just perspective. And I thought about that while obviously listening to the lyrics, what's a little rain, but not just that, but you're like, rain, rain, just do your thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's some things that we can control and there's others that we cannot. We
Yeah.
simply can't control. And this particular storm that you speak of, or, literally, in this moment, or even figuratively, but certainly literally, it's like, you can't control this.
Right.
So you can be frustrated by it if you want, and then it'll still be here. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So
So
still your thing. What's a little rain? We'll find the you gotta find the silver lining in all of it. And like the fact that we're getting to do things like this probably wouldn't have come about had this, not the situation we're in. So
yeah, it's for, because I think, naturally, as I've been studying kind of the brain more, it's like, the brain's job is to survive ultimately. There are all different kind of things that happen in the brain, right? And there's these fear things that kind of bring us back again. The and there's pride and ego that exists, but all of that is because the brain is like, we want to keep you alive, right? We want to keep you safe, and so there's all these
right.
things that we learn to be safe or dangerous, um, that again keep us comfortable, right? And
Sure.
then breaking beyond our comfort zones where you want to push for more and do more. uh, I say all that to say that the in our brain is in survival mode, and most folks have never, let's say, faced survival mode. Whether it's like, I don't know when I'm going to work again. I don't know when my next gig is coming in. I don't know what's going to happen. Right? That's survival mode. And so, but now it's like everyone is experiencing their brain going into survival mode. Hence, what you mentioned: people on social media sharing their life, being on social media for the first time without makeup. Like, I'm seeing less
Yeah.
filters now. It's like people are like,
Absolutely.
more people are cooking, they're dancing, they're doing all the things that they wanted to do because the brain is like, I want to stick around, I want to stay sane. And it's been such a teachable moment
Yeah.
if if you're paying attention.
Absolutely.
If you're paying attention.
No, you're absolutely right, man.
Cool. Man, Mitch, number one, I want to thank you so very much for blessing mindset music, dude. I couldn't be happy to have you.
Thank
And
you.
reconnect, man. It's been a long time since we physically seen each other.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been so good to see you and chat with you for a second, man.
Heck yeah, man. So I'll ask you a couple questions, but one, so the first one is like, what's next? I know you mentioned, fly on the wall. Anything else that you're working on that, the virtual world or, anyone can help you with, can support you on?
Yeah, I'm trying to honestly I've been before this stuff came about, I was working a lot, and music had kind of slowed down a little bit with just working a lot, my other job, and but yeah, doing a lot of writing, and so right now I'm just trying to sort of get myself um, working on vocals and trying to build that back up. It's a muscle, and I feel a little out of shape with that, so trying to bring that back and get myself prepared to do something with the music that I'm working on, the music that I have. Whenever we're able to reconvene in this, um, or after this, but yeah, trying to figure out places to people and places to record music right now, and just kind of the best route to take on that. Talking with a few people on doing stuff like that, and yeah, I don't know, trying to come up with innovative ways, like I said, to reach out and stay connected with fans. It's kind of forcing me to. I've been kind of slack on it in the last, I don't know, 6 months or so, and so I need to, it's kind of forcing me to get back on there and try to reconnect with people out there that have followed me and supported. So thank you guys that are out there. I really appreciate it. As much as I might not post a ton, I do appreciate it, and I've checked on there, and I know I need to. So I'm coming for you.
Yeah, man. The fans miss you, man. And from my mouth to God's ears, man, I know that it's going to return to what you want it to be and beyond. I'm super excited.
Thanks, man.
There are very few coincidences on planet Earth that exist, and kind of worlds collide or experiences or opportunities collide. And sometimes, we need to be reminded of not just what we're capable of or what we love and what it's going to take to, to get us there. This
Absolutely.
a mentor of mine mentioned to me, he's like, number one, the questions we ask ourselves are, the questions we ask ourselves every day will lead us to who we're supposed to become, essentially. So I mean, I ask you a lot of questions, and then that kind of spurs, the other questions. And then the other piece is like really grasping, what we love and taking full advantage of, the time we have to produce it. You know?
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that, time, an opportunity kind of brought us back, linked us back up. And we
Sure.
look forward to you dropping some stuff. I'm not going to bug you too much, but I'm certainly going to check in with you, see what's going on.
No, you're fine, man.
It's
I appreciate it.
It's quite possible that I don't know what's going to take, but I might be like, hey, man, I'm producing this video. Can you somehow get me one of the tracks or sing, or can I borrow some of your music to put it on one of my content videos? I might do that. I'm asking you. See, Nate said to bug you every day. So thank you for the permission, bro. Thank you. Sound like an episode of Mythbusters, Walker Run in the Rain. That does sound like an episode of Mythbusters. So true. All right, cool, man. Any final thoughts for those folks who are watching us, wherever they're watching us, or whoever sees this tomorrow or years from now?
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Keep supporting Stan and everything he is about. Amazing, man. I think it's really cool, the stuff that you've been doing, and all the different platforms and messages that you put out there. It's really cool and inspiring and encouraging. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for having me. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, continue to keep up with both of us, and we appreciate your support.
For sure, always.
Ladies
and gentlemen, oh, what's that?
I was just gonna say, stay strong in this. We're all in this together. So you guys have a blessed rest of this quarantine.
I know. Have a blessed quarantine. I like that. I love it. Make sure you follow Mitch on all social media at I am Mitch Clark. Again, at I am Mitch Clark. Do that before I get mad, okay? Do what I said before I get mad. And all his Instagram and stuff, and then be like, hey, when's your next video coming up? Say a song, whatever, because he said, he's gonna do his thing. All right, so, and for those of y'all tuning in, thank you all very much for being a part of Mindset Music. We're gonna do more of this, and feel free to put this in the comment section, what you thought, what you felt, and when you'd like to see Mitch on again. Who knows? All right. So thank you all very much. Remember, 24/7, 365 and 1/4 days a year, that you're good, you're great, you're worth it. All right. This is Stan Pearson II. You heard it here first. Peace.